Hello all and welcome to the Peacocks podcast, episode 2. Now your eyes, well I suppose your ears aren't deceiving you. This isn't Rocky and Shane or Meeks or Lloyd. They will be here on a later episode, so at the time I'm joined by Ryan, Brett, Dan, Sullivan and Ben Adelsbury. How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Good. Good stuff. How's your week been?
Yeah, not too bad.
Busy. What have you been up to?
Ooh, working, seeing the family, training.
Yeah. Cool. I suppose it is. Ben, let's start with you. Just what's your full-time job?
Personal trainer.
Okay, yeah. That's nice. Dan, same question for you.
I'm an electrician.
And Ryan?
PT as well.
Okay, cool. So sort of the same avenue apart from Dan.
Cheers, lads.
No, recording this on Saturday the 12th of October. This is just before the home game versus Hayes and Yedding. Before the game gets underway, is there any thoughts on the match from any of you?
Just another tough game, really. We should win, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, Hayes and Yedding I suppose they're doing all right in the season so far. But again, league's not won in October, so
absolutely.
Yeah. So let's start with Ryan. What is the story of Ryan Brett?
Where do you
I was going to say.
Where do we start?
We're going to start. Where were you born? And where did you grow up?
Yeah, I was on the farm. Yeah.
To a family of cows.
Done a lot of cooking and that.
Okay, yeah. Living with wolves, you know.
That's it,
yeah.
Yeah, me, Dan, and yeah. So actually, fan, obviously I'm on Channel 3 every night. So that's alright, to be fair.
Dan, same question for you. What's the story?
Yeah, grew up in Plymouth. And played football when I was young. Moved to Australia, playing football, and then come back here and play a tournament.
There you go.
Yeah, it's alright.
Playing more football, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's always good.
Loads of football.
Loves football.
And Ben?
Story?
Yeah, story please, yeah.
Line of duty.
Born in Barrow-in-Furness. Moved to Plymouth at 2.
It's a bad place.
So, just growing up like Dan.
Yeah.
Love football. And then, obviously studied health and fitness, got into that, and now combining the two.
Yeah,
really enjoying it.
And Rob said to us some leading questions. You said that was a rough place to be born. You want to elaborate on that at all, Ryan?
I don't even know where it is, to be fair.
Oh god,
up north.
Yeah. Up north, I see. It's a bit.
Everywhere's north for us,
yeah,
I suppose.
That's where characters are made, I think.
What happened to you?
What happened to you? And do you guys find it difficult to balance full-time work and a family and football and other responsibilities?
Yeah, there's a lot of sacrifices made. On a serious note, a lot of the lads have kids. Like Ben has one. Ben probably got a few you don't know about. But there's a few going around. But there's a lot of sacrifices, like leaving work and stuff. Yeah. But it's for the love of the game, I suppose. So we enjoy it. Yeah.
And is it obviously shift patterns are a problem. Obviously you two are PT, so you almost, I don't want to say you can pick and choose, but obviously you've got different days where you do different stuff. In regards to shift patterns, if you've got like an evening kickoff, or if you're going to try to avoid working Saturdays, does that play into it at all? Like if you want to do earlies, then you can get an evening game?
Yeah, kind of, but it's like the next day, like for instance, coming up Tuesday, Salisbury, we'll be getting back, well, God knows what time, Wednesday for me is like a 6 AM start, so you're in, a couple hours sleep and you're up again.
Ron, come and join us.
It's quite tough.
Hello. You're in the first episode, but we'll have you again. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You just say what is 3 faces to radio.
That's what they've told me as well.
So you're going to talk about his boxing again, isn't he?
Hold on a minute.
And then
Josh, you need a towel. You've got loads of mayo that spilled over your face.
Used to be a fighter.
Get out.
Get
out.
One more in me.
I like boxing, nobody knows me.
When's the next fight, Rob? When's the next fight? Okay, alright. Any inspirations when it comes to football? Any of you want to start? Dan, we'll go with you.
Because you love football.
To put you on the spot, why not?
No, it's just we all love the game. That's why we play it, and you take the sacrifices of early starts for work. Getting home late. It's part and parcel of playing in the leagues we play in. And like you said, it's the love of the game, and we all want to be playing as long as possible. And the little things of getting up early and getting home late and things like that is things you just got to accept and take. Yeah.
And Ben, any inspirations at all when it comes to the game?
Very similar to what the lads have said, really.
Yeah.
It's very demanding, but we wouldn't do it if we didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because financially we could probably work a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So it is not really a financial gain, but it's a lifestyle that we like living.
Yeah.
So like the lads saying, a lot of love for the game, and that's the reason why we do it.
And players, when it comes to, obviously you've got your Ronaldos, your Messis, your Salahs, anyone. Any, do you tie in with any of those players and sort of look up maybe to some of those?
Well, respect.
Absolutely. Messi for me.
They're not getting enough credit, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just kind of like, they've done it again.
They don't.
Yeah.
So
Ronaldo,
doing it for so long, we almost expect it now.
Exactly.
It's not every
I'm
year.
Team Ronaldo, but you're Messi.
I'm Team Messi,
I was going to say, so...
they're both just as good as each other for me.
Come on, Ryan, you've got to pick one. If you had to pick one.
Eric Dyer.
They'll get the credit when they retire.
Yeah.
I like Nicky Hunt. I think he based himself on Nicky Hunt.
Also, we've got Gravison.
Jan Vertonghen. That England game. Did any of you watch it at all?
Yeah, we've seen it.
We did. We talked about it on the way up in the car.
Yeah, what do you think?
Was it great? Was it?
No.
Early goal,
Back
and
to
then
the old England.
I don't know. What do we think of? I'm a Chelsea fan, like primarily.
Yeah, same.
Okay. What do we think of Mason Mount in the England team? Sorry,
he's done well.
Yeah.
The little mini Lampard.
Mini Lampard, isn't
Great
it?
season. He just needs to keep it going, really.
Lampard loves him as well.
Yeah, that loan move for him last season has done him wonders.
Definitely. He was good. I think he's going to be a big star for England in the next sort of few years. We're going to go. Yeah. What are your hobbies outside of the game? Do you have any?
To be honest, for me, it's just balancing everything.
Yeah,
so
you're just
work,
busy.
got
So
a boy, family, football.
Almost don't have time.
Don't really have time. Some of the lads play PlayStation, Football Manager, stuff like that. Me personally,
you
just don't have the time.
Okay, fair enough.
A couple of years ago, I tried to get into golf.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Again, just had to bought all the gear, all the gear, and
all
just didn't have the time to do it. But
not there. I thought
Dan sort of likes his PlayStation and that.
Does his swimming on the road, Sundays.
I don't mind a little swim in the sea now and again.
Okay.
PlayStation, things like that. I'll chill out, anything.
Yeah. You play FIFA at all? Or?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very good, but
neither am I. It's fine. Don't worry.
Bradders.
Me, my housemate, we play all the time, so yeah. It's alright.
Male housemate is a coach. So they talk about football a lot.
I see.
Yeah.
One of those.
There's tactics on the fridge and that. So.
How we're going to plan the Saturday.
1 bedroom flat.
Okay, swiftly moving on. We'll go with fan questions. We got one this week from Adam. He says, "I've always wanted to get closer to the players, but fully respect the fact they want to concentrate on the game and won't want to be bothered by the fans. What are your thoughts on this?"
No, they run the club, so that you can ask us as many questions as you like. So you should never feel obliged not to ask or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all always available. We 2 hours before the game. So.
Yeah, we're always here early and after. Like as a club, like one of the rules is to stay behind.
Yeah, you're in the
as to chat to the fans. Because that's what it's all about, especially non-league football.
It is important, isn't it, to keep the fans close to the players. Like Ryan just said, the fans build the club. So without the fans coming every week, then we wouldn't have a team out there.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we've got a good group here of players and fans who are very close, and it's worked well over the last couple of years, really, of how close everyone is as a club. Yeah.
And of course, if any of you listening want to send in questions to do with Taunton Town, you can do so by going to the social medias at Taunton Town FC and email media@tauntontown.co.uk. Last question though, what drives you? We'll start with Ryan.
Good question.
It's a broad, it's quite a broad question, but
in terms of for football.
Yeah.
So to be honest, when I was younger, it was to be a professional footballer, but obviously that ended quite shortly. So
been there, done that, and you.
Yeah, I got that, but then it was kind of really just to maintain just
got a shirt
be
on
healthy.
The pubs.
Okay.
It's all framed up.
It's
claim
kind
to
of
fame.
It's with the lads now. As you get a bit older, you get a few little knocks and niggles, and just trying to stay fit and healthy. And it's all about like match days are great because the lads are like all together, like the banter's going and that, and then get to travel with these boys on the regular.
How is that? Is it?
We drive around everywhere pretty much.
I ain't seen Dan's car in years. But no, Dan. Sorry, Dan.
Den, sorry, okay, Den, let's go with you. What drives you?
I think the success. The success, obviously, what we've had in the last couple of years is when you're playing in these leagues and you win things, you want to keep doing that. When you have it for a couple of years, you realise why you play football. And those moments are like. And they only come so often, so that's the thing that drives you to keep wanting those big moments of winning leagues and promotions and the big games or the victories, like the last minute winners and things like that. You can't explain the feeling
you can't.
it gives you, and I think that's what drives a lot of players on, is those little moments that you just don't want to let go of.
Yeah, just following on from that as well, it must have almost taken quite a hit when obviously we lost to Paul on penalties, right at the edge, and I don't know what were going through your heads as soon as that game ended.
It's hard, isn't it?
Sorry to bring back the memories, but
because like you said, you take, obviously there's a lot of low points in football, a few highs, but the highs overshadow the lows sometimes. But the lows in like that game there was such a disappointment for how well we'd done as well. Yeah. It was hard to take. It was very hard to take.
Yeah. I like to think we just learn from it and then go that one extra step this year.
Definitely. And Ben, we'll finish with you. What drives you?
Well, first of all, being a father, I think mindset sort of changed when he came along, my little boy. So he's my driving factor in anything I do.
That's nice.
But yeah, football-wise, a bit like what Rye said, I always grew up wanting to be a professional footballer. Never, made that grade. But for me now, keeping fit, and I know that that's going to benefit me out on the pitch as well. So it's combining my gym work with football. I think I've always got that in the back of my head. Definitely training during the week.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, this was rather quickly thrown together, but Ben, Ryan, and Dan, thank you very much for joining me. And that, ladies and gents, is the second episode of the Peacocks podcast.